Hey, what's up, everyone? We're live here on my channel. Gonna go ahead and do a pretty much a haul video just to show you guys what I got at the 3 Man in the Basement comic crawl. Um, had a great time doing that. Got to meet some awesome people, and with a book and with a group of books like this, I wanted to go ahead and have some help with me. So I got none other than Who Dat Comics and Movies to come over and just help me out with showing off these books. Um, it was a really good time. It was a really fun time. Um, you know, I would say as far as if you're in the Northeast when the 3 Men in the Basement announced this stuff, it's really cool to go to. I don't know if you'll ever have the chance to make it up to do that. I mean, it would be cool to see you come up here and just like go to that basement and try to hunt some books, but Nuhuda's down in New Orleans, so he's not able to. I guess it's like going down, coming up here is probably like it's a hard thing to do in the middle of February, just travel wise, vacation wise, and everything like that. But I mean, just to give you guys an idea, like what we're gonna be showing. Oh, I was able to pick up a short box full of stuff, and it's just like you go into the basement at the name of the shop was called Sages. They went to 3 different stops. I wasn't able to get to all 3 of them. But I was able to get to the last one, which is Sages down in was it was it New London, Connecticut? I think it is. And while we were down there, it's just really cool shop. Sages Comics and Games is what it's called. And he was just like, he's like, welcomed everybody in. And then he's like, yeah, go check the basement out, see what's going on down there. And man, there were just people digging in boxes everywhere. If you watched
I saw Otto go live on his Instagram, and I was just
he went live about 10 times on it. He's like, yeah, man, look at this one, look at that one, look at this one. And it was funny because when one of the guys ended up pulling that Supergirl 23, the Adam Hughes, and I was on the other side of the room. Had I just been smart enough to go, let me check over there, would have been able to pull $1,000 book for $1. But that's what happens.
He didn't get it for $1. He really got it for $1.
Yeah. Like pretty much at the end of the day, he was just like just going through it, and for the most part, I mean, people were just getting things for like he was just pretty much going through and just kind of counting everything up and just like, all right, this much. So it was really around $1 a piece, depending on what people got. I mean, some people like my box was jam packed, and I walked out of the with that box of stuff. He's like, yeah, we'll do $125 for the box. I'm like, really? Okay. And it was just like, I mean, I had so many books, and I had books on top of the actual full long box. So it was a great amount of books that I got for an awesome price. And then I ended up picking up a wall book as well, but I'll show that a little later on. But let's see. So let's see what we got here. So, and this is just random different stuff that I was digging through. So picked up the Secret Avengers, has a Illuminati on it. I don't think this is anything significant, but I was just like, you never know, Illuminati. How they're coming through, and it's the scrolls. So it's like the Illuminati scrolls on there. So who knows what they're gonna do with that? Maybe they'll do something. Maybe they won't. I don't know. But then as I was going through, I actually picked up a really I think close to a full run of these books here. So you got the crossover series that they did with Marvel and DC. So the amalgam.
Make yourself a little bit bigger. Make me tiny. It should be like a big square, small square.
Well, yep. See production value, folks. I'm not.
There you go.
So so these amalgam comics. So bullets and bracelets.
I always think those are awesome, but I never seen them. I never seen them here.
Oh, that's the craziest thing is that like some of these I never even saw before. Like this one, Challenges of a Fantastic. Like never seen that before. That's pretty cool. And then the next one, I think I have seen this one. I just never really picked it up ever. But Bruce Wayne, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. So really cool. Then we got I have never seen this one. Thorian. So Thor and Orion together, and it's called Of New Asgard. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, this is an awesome one. Man at War, the Super Soldier. So you get that Captain America, Superman crossover. Then, not to be outdone, we got Super Soldier #1. So kind of like the Man of Steel type vibe, and then just the actual super soldier. So definitely cool there. See, Spider Boy team up. I've never seen this before. So with the Legion of Galactic Guardians 2099. So I guess it's supposed to be like a Guardians of the Galaxy mashup with the Legion of superheroes, and then Spider Man and Superboy, Connor Kent. Then you have, I have seen this. I've never actually got it before. Generation Hex. I mean, just really obscure. Just one of these crazy things. It's just like hey, fun book to pick up. And then this is awesome. I was actually really excited when I saw this Iron Lantern. So the whole Green Lantern and Iron Man crossover there. So
some of them I didn't even know existed.
Yeah, like I had never heard of half of these, and then I think I definitely have, I think the JLX Unleashed, but the straight out JLX. So Justice League and the Justice League and the X-Men together. So that's pretty cool. What's up, Murph? Murph was there. Murph was there digging in boxes.
Yeah, I saw y'all. I saw both of y'all, man. I was like, man, that's type of stuff. I wish travel was a lot easier. I'll say it like that, because I would have been there. Like meaning by if we had some kind of crazy futuristic like teleportation, I would have been there. Yeah. But or it was cheap to fly, because that just was fun in general,
It was a great time. It's like just so many people just kind of, and then everyone just digging through stuff, just having a blast, just picking up all these different boxes and just going through. And it's like everything that you're picking up that's like, oh yeah, that's cool, and then all of a sudden someone else is like, oh, like you let that, that's cool, I'm gonna get this. And so everybody was digging through, finding like just all this different stuff that like no one would have thought of. So we got Magneto and the Magnetic Net and Magneto. I've seen this before, but I never bought it. So it's just like, that's I think was one of the best parts about it, where it's just like, let's see, yo, Chris, who that sent me to check you out. Thanks, Marcos. Glad to see you here.
Marcos, give my boy a sub and thumbs him up.
But yeah, and then you get another Magneto. So they did this a couple times, a couple titles where you have Magneto and the Magnetic Men, and then you have two different titles with these specific characters. So the coolest ones I think were that Spider Boy, because speaking of that, you get Spider Boy, and then you have Spider Boy team up, and then there is one that I was really, really excited to see. Hi, hi, Allie. Hi. I'm showing my books. What are you doing?
Why am I on that side?
Because you moved to that side. Yeah, go back this way. Yeah,
I want to go on that side.
Oh well. Can you go see Grammy while I do this? Why? Go ahead. Come on.
What?
Trust me, you have plenty of time to showtime.
Yes, that's the book that's blowing up now. The 209.
Yeah,
I have two issues of that 209.
Well, I mean, so this one is awesome just because this Dark Cloud. I was really excited to get this just because Larry Hama is going to be coming to the Wicked Con, which is the revival of the old Boston Comic Con.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let go, please. Yes, please. Thank you. Come on. I need my hand so I can show the books. Allie, please. Come on.
He needs his hand, please.
I have a technical difficulty. Give me 1 second. Go ahead.
We're gonna Allie and my daughter is gonna have a YouTube channel. So we also need all you guys to subscribe to when we drop the link of the YouTube channel. It'll probably just be them talking about stuff, showing toys off, and maybe playing Roadblocks. So You guys would help us get to 1 million subscribers through our kids. We would appreciate it.
Yeah, that's a.
Still is.
So Murph, I was telling him a joke. That's a joke I told him when we were riding. Is that I had my daughter deathly afraid of Larry Bird for a while, just because I kept on just being like, you know what, like when she was little, I just sit there and just every time she just sat acting up like I'm gonna call Larry Bird. She's like, no, don't call Larry Bird. And she was like so afraid of him. She's like, don't call Larry Bird. I'm calling Larry. That's it. I had enough. And I had to eventually show her like highlights of him as a basketball player, so she wasn't like sure that he was a monster. But I should tell Larry Bird's watching. But yeah, like so, got those amalgams, and those are cool books to have. Definitely the Dark Claw is I think the most popular of them, just because you get that Wolverine crossover with Batman. I don't have the Dark Claw Adventures, the one that they did. Kind of mirror the animated series, but I'll be on the lookout at some point. But what else I ended up getting? So actually, Otto showed so Otto ended up showing this. He ended up showing 2 of these. I think he showed 1 or 2 of these, but I have the 3rd print of this, and I have the 2nd print. So now I finally have the 1st print of Silver Surfer 50. I was able to pick up 2 of these, so. Great books, they got that embossed cover with Thanos. So these are waiting for Ron Lim to come down and try to get them signed.
Like right on the surfboard too.
Yep. And then I also picked up Doom 2099. So another great book to have. I'm not sure so this is Pat Broderick did this. Because I know that the 2099s have a bunch of different artists and stuff that went with them, so it's just cool to like pick those up and like what are these, and then I know that people like the Ghost Rider 2099 and the Doom one. I figured just because it's a Doom title, why not? You know what I mean? I mean, whether you see him in any kind of movie or anything, probably not, but who knows? What I mean? I just figure. Pick up them Doom books while you can, just because once he comes, it's all over. It's a wrap. So then I was able to pick up. I don't know if I have this in the newsstand. So anytime I see like Transformers books in newsstands, I tend to pick them up just because I don't know if I have them, and I'd like to have a full newsstand run if I can, along with the full run of the just regular, but. Was this number 33? So another good one there. And then if I do have them, then I have doubles, and I can just kind of put them together for a package and maybe to hit the auction. You never know. Then we get number 28, great cover with Blaster on there, and I think this was Blaster, and I know it's Bumblebee. I think this is when he was Goldbug when he got upgraded. So. Then this one was kind of cool because I was like, oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. So this one here, Murph actually found for me. He was just like, oh, he's like, you're a Transformers guy. Like, check this out. And so I'm like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I got to get this. So Transformers, and it has a lenticular. So let me do that. So it transforms. So it's, kind of flipping to being Optimus. So that's pretty cool.
I've never seen that.
And just kind of from school, and I was like, yeah, I definitely will get this. So if you, see Destroyer Duck, he's kind of popular now, at least the first one, because of Gru the Wanderer, and so I was able to pick up this one here. So we got issue number 3 of Destroyer Duck, and issue number 1 was pretty cool because it was Jack Kirby that did it. This has a story by Jerry Siegel, who I'm pretty sure is one of the guys that helped create Superman, so pretty cool there. And then we got this one here, and this is a great cover. This is an homage to the Wolverine miniseries. So we got issue number 3, Wolverine miniseries. This is Destroyer Duck. I think this is number 7, Frank Miller cover. So really, really cool. And then went ahead and picked this up because this is actually in beautiful shape for being down in the basement and everything. And it's just a really, really great cover. Ghost Rider number 20. Was it? No, sorry, number 18. Awesome cover. Surprised this isn't a Joe Gisco because it looks like that painted style that he normally does. But
Who did that? Just
and
Texture?
then
Texture?
you
Did that go?
know, I mean, one of the treasures that's on there because you never know what you're gonna find. And I ended up finding Hulk number 1 while I was down there. Yeah, that's right, Hulk number 1. Hulk number 1. Boom, and the milestone.
Which it still sells for like
Not
15,
the real,
20.
but it's just one of them deals was like these are just really cool to have, and it's just like I would say I like these. I mean, everyone loves the True Believers, but I love getting these ones too if you can find them, just because like these were like kind of like the first True Believers. Like these were the first ones that they went ahead and they decided that they were gonna reprint these into these milestone editions. Really awesome books, really fun ones to get. Yeah, like the box that Murph is talking about, he went through, he found some really, really cool stuff in there. And he was just like, oh, he's like, check this one. What do you mean? Oh, you didn't see that one? But there was other ones too. I mean, look, I'll say this much. Murph and Sean, so we were down there and Sean found a banger down there. And it was funny because so we get back and Murph's going through his boxes and showing us all this stuff. I'm like, oh, like some really great stuff. And then Sean showing up his stuff. He's like, yeah, I got this one because it's like a sexy cover, I guess. And I'm like, that's like $100 book, man. And it was at Malville number 5. And then the one he found one from Murph, and it was I think it's number 6 where she's dressed like Spider-Man. And it's just like, dude, they found like a $50 and $100 book just chilling next to each other. And like Sean's like, yeah, I didn't even know. I'm like, dude, good, congratulations, man. Because this is like, there's always awesome books, here and there. And just whoever has that eagle eye. And it was funny just because he was just like, yeah, I just like this cover. And I was just like, dude, more power to you because that's $100 book right there. And then if it's graded, it's even more. Like I told him, I was like, dude, you should get that graded just because it's a good book. And then I don't know which number copy this is for me, but every time I see him, I pick him up. So I was able to pick up this right here, Alpha Flight number 33, the First Lady Death Strike. So got another one of those because it's always good to have them. And then I had to pick this up just because it was badass and nice square bound book, and it looks like it's in really, really great shape. Picked up actually 2 of them. Cap 350, nice square bound books because can't beat them square bounds. And I mean, yeah, he's right though. I mean, Murph's 100% right. There's so much stuff down there. Like, and it's funny too because you figure, they've done that crawl a couple of different times and they've gone down there a few times, and there's still stuff in there. Like, there's still plenty of stuff in there.
I got a question.
Yeah,
like showing books and telling us stuff. You can still show your books and stuff. You can answer this is not. Did y'all touch 50% of the book boxes down there? Under or under? I'm talking about the whole group. Like if you can think about a whole group of stuff, over under, y'all think y'all touched 50% of the stuff down there?
To be honest with you, I would say no, just because there was a whole other room that was pitch black. It was pitch black. People were going there with these little with these headlights on there to check and look, and it was just like, I mean, there's a whole other room back there that like nobody, like, only a couple people kind of went into, but they didn't stay long. They just kind of went in, took a peek.
It's probably too dark, even when the light is too dark. Like people are afraid to admit it, but when it's dark like that, even with a light, people are afraid of the dark.
Oh yeah, it was it was putting in and out. It was like, yeah, you got to go back there and you just you got to have your light and this and that. And people went in there with their phones looking around. And like, I honestly think too, it was just like one of them deals where it's like, yeah, it's like it's too much work for this, right? Like, I'm gonna come back out here where it's like lit up and I can see things. But yeah, I would say definitely under half of what's there. I mean, he had when I say a whole other room, it's just like when you're looking in the store basement, it's just like how those rooms are. So it's just like, I mean, It was a huge room. No insects and rodents that I saw.
He said Murph said under, so he don't think y'all even got to 50%.
It did. Like so Murph's funny because he said that it looked like the movie Saw. It did. Like from what I could see, from what people had in the headlight, it was just like this pitch black room with just tons of shit. And it's just like you don't know what you're gonna come across in there. But
get captured by Jigsaw. And
exactly.
He's like, he's trying to kill you, paper cut you with comic books. Slowly paper cut you. Like,
There had to be somebody's thought at one point was just like, oh my god, like what's in here? But yeah, like you would figure, like there might be something, but yeah, no, there's no insects, no rodents, so it was a clean basement. It was just very cluttered, and then that dark room, just people had an idea of going in, but they weren't really like, oh, I'm gonna be adventurous. Like they just kind of like popped in and out. But pick this up too. Just you never know X Factor if they're gonna do anything with them. So, but this is the first modern, I guess you call it like the newer team and everything. So the basement was about 30 feet by 60 with multiple rooms. Yeah, it was crazy in there. This is kind of a weird one, but it's a newsstand, so I was like, I'll pick this up. It's like Street Fighter 2. So I get a bag and board this, but just kind of a random book that I had never seen before, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if it predates the actual Street Fighter books that they ended up coming out like a little later on, that Malibu was doing. So I ended up grabbing more of these too. I like had another one of these, so we got X-Men 281, the gold team, and then we have X-Men 25 that the Wolverine loses his adamantium. There's not the era or anything like that, just another one of these, so definitely a great book to have. And then picked this up just because it was really, really in great shape. And then it's funny because as I was going through, I was sitting next to Murph, next to his box, next to the box he was going through, and I had seen that there was like different GI Joes. I'm like, oh, that's a good one. He's like, yo, stay out of my box, all right? And I was like, oh, like oh, that's a Thomas Fun Club. He's like, stay out of my box. I'm like, all right. I'm just letting you know what's what, But I ended up picking up 2 of these. So this is GI Joe 60. This is early Todd McFarlane work. This is first appearance of this character here, Zanzibar. Who ended up, I think, becoming the leader of the Dreadnoks for a little bit. But, definitely awesome books to have. Good Todd McFarlane covers. And that was his first entry into the G.I. Joe series. Also picked up this, was it Superman 75? So this is the actual death of Superman in this issue, polybag, not open and everything. So, really cool book to get. And then I found a few of these actually, which I think are really cool. So we have the Aliens books, the Dark Horse Presents, and I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if this is the first appearance of the Xenomorphs. I'm pretty sure it's something like that. Let's see. Let's see. Honestly, the books were all in great shape. Yeah, I mean, really, really good shape for what was down there. Definitely, one of those things that you don't expect to see, like where there's like all these dollar bins and this and that, But yeah, they take care of their books and put them down there and everything. How many people were with us? Just going to Gomez. There had to be, I think, so. While we were, while they were going through, they said that there was about 28 people. But while we were there, when we were in the basement, it had to be at least 20 people that were in there, kind of going in and out, just trying to figure out what's going on. But yeah, man, it was a lot of people, but everybody was doing well, picking up different books. So got some more Dark Horse Presents Aliens books, and
it's just how, like I said. The size of the room, you probably didn't even touch 50% of it with all the people in there, and everybody found stuff they wanted, and big books to semi-big books to books that cost more than $1, but you only paid $1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, to me, all the books you showed are definitely not dollar books.
Yeah, so. And then found this. So this is first Alien versus Predator, and then they also had the variant of cover B right there. So we got, picked up this, and then, I liked it so much I went ahead and I got another one just because it was there. So I was like, why not? So
yeah, because you don't pick it up, somebody like they might not get seen again for months or years.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, like all the stuff that's in there. It's just like I mean, and you just sit there and just like who knows when they're gonna do another one? Like they said they might do another one in the spring. To be honest, it's fun just to go in there and see what they have, see like what you missed and everything else. But you know, it's just like you said, like, you know, if you can't make it back, then it's just like, oh, like you're not gonna get back for another like 5, 6 months or whatever, and then who knows if they have another, or if they you know, maybe even a year, and it's just like, oh, someone else went through and got some more stuff. So, but there's tons of stuff in there, so it's just like, you know, I can't wait to go back and do it again. First Blink, so another good book. Um, I think this is a newsstand, which is cool. But X-Men 30, the Wedding of Scott Summers and Jean Grey. So I'm pretty sure it's a newsstand.
Yeah, Murphy told me that book is cool. Which is a funny story. That, and Chris knows this story because if anybody who watches The Hunt knows the story. I'll say our buddy Hyper because he's cool dude. No, we don't have no issue with Hyper. So our buddy Hyper, who's on the show, he actually showed it on his Instagram that he pulled like the same book in for like a but it might have been $3 or whatever it was $3 and under. He pulled it for. So when he did it, I was like, really? And then when y'all saying it happened, now I'm like, all right, this book had these other places. You know what I mean? Because it was, if I remember correctly, it's not a ratio variant. It's just a variant.
Yeah.
So somebody probably has a box of those books somewhere.
Probably. Get some more G.I. Joes and newsstands. So try to see if I can get
Marvel's, was it SS16? What is that? Marvel Silver Surfer, I guess?
No, Marvel Super Special 16. The first Boba Fett. So the big magazine one. Somebody pulled one of those from there. Yep. And then got this 62. So it says Joy of Reading. I've never seen that. So I was like, oh, the Year of Reading. So I'm gonna pick
that Otto and those guys, they could have kept that place a secret. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They just kept that place a secret, and he could have just been loading up every paycheck, buying a few $100 worth, getting it pressed, clean, graded, and just flipping. And you'd be like, how is he getting this every week?
Absolutely.
I mean, I got a shop that's kind of like that, but it's been picked over so much that it would be like if we did a comic crawl in like my state. I'll say state because New Orleans only has like 3. But I would tell people to go to this shop and you might find something, you might not, because I found the first appearance of the He-Man and Skeletor.
Oh yeah, I remember that. So the Saw Viper. This is the death of this is one of the biggest. This is one of the cool issues to have if you're a G.I. Joe fan. This is death of Doc, Quick Kick, I think Rock and Roll. Just a bunch of people get smoked the issue before by the Saw Viper. So happy to see that in a newsstand. Then we get, what's this? 108, 107. I just keep talking, but yeah, man, and just that I think is just one of the things where you go through all the different shops, and it's just like if you have it like that, it's really cool because like they he's Saj is one of the sponsors for the channel and everything. So when they do this stuff, like he is cool enough to let them go. But I agree with you 100%. Like they 100% could have kept that to themselves with just be like, I just got a whole bunch of cool books, and then he's like, oh, where'd you get those from? Like, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Because that I think is kind of sometimes the mentality of us as collectors. Sometimes just to be like, oh yeah, no, like I got this over here, and like, oh, so what do you like to go? I'm like, I'm not telling you that. Can't have you picking through my stuff, But it's definitely like just cool to have and cool to see. Actually, I picked up so this kind of a this is a different series. But how it was described to me, what was that? This is like if you're an anime fan, there's a story called Record of Lotus War, and so this is supposed to be like the Record of Lotus War in comic version. So this is called Warlands. So I picked this up and get this shiny cover. These are more or less just to read, just because they sound like it was pretty cool. So these ones, and then I found this one, a Wizard 1/2, which is cool because I've never owned any Wizard 1/2 before. So the Wizard 1/2 in a little shiny bag and board, and then the the little seal. So that's pretty cool. And another one here. And then also got a Dynamic Forces variant. So at some point, these were, really sought after by somebody because they had Dynamic Forces and
Oh,
stuff.
that's pretty cool. He said even if you would have bought a $50 book upstairs, he charged you 25, like 25 for it.
Yeah, he
That's
was super cool.
that's like I said, my shops and against there's one shop I haven't gone to in a while, but they really don't have um much there as far as like back they might have new modern back issue stuff that might have gotten hot. That might be like 10, 20, maybe 30, $40 now. You gotta dig at that place. I haven't gone to in a while, but the other shops, man, the one I mainly get my pull list from, he's eBay prices when when Key Collector stuff eBay prices. Watch all of a sudden the ASM 210 was it
209.
9? It's gonna pop up there.
210 is and then so 209 is hot now.
Yeah, 209 is gonna pop up and he's gonna have it on the wall for like $50, and you'd be like, wait, I looked many times for that book and he didn't have it. Like a lot of stuff he hoards and hides, and then when it gets hot, he puts it on the wall for like eBay prices. Kind of sucks, and he don't give you no discount, like zero.
Yeah, see that's the rough stuff with that. Just because you would hope that they kind of hope to get some type of deal or whatever. Or not even so much some type of deal, but like when they go right to the eBay stuff, it's just like that's when it gets really rough because it's like, all right, this could have just been something that just popped last night, and all of a sudden it's just like it's not, it doesn't have any legs. It's just a rumor that someone just said, oh, this guy's coming. And then you just be like, oh, like, and then everybody freaks out, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, that was just a rumor. No one knows for sure. And then, but it's on the wall now for $50, and he ain't taking it down just because, the news was false, But let's see what else we got. Some Dark Avengers #2. So I don't know. I never really read the Dark Avengers at all. So I don't know if this is, the first full appearance of the team or whatever it is, or if there's anything significant here, but definitely picked it up. Found this, I was really excited. The whole Cap and Nomad, when he when he's kind of like, who am I? And this is like the menace of Madcap. So definitely a cool one there. And then just because, why the hell not? Nice little Michael Turner cover here. Red Tornado. So, and because I wasn't gonna sit there and leave this behind either, just because it's Cap #1.
So the guy has no idea Key Collector Comic Time. I have a shop that's like that. I have the shop where I found that He-Man and Skeletor book. He doesn't know what Key Collector or Comic Time is. He uses a price guide, the old school price guide, and that's how he looks up his prices, which because he could always go on eBay, but he doesn't do that. So if it's something that doesn't have a price sticker on it, he'll pull out that price guide, see what it priced for, and he usually goes under what it tells you. Because his price, he told me for the He-Man book, he said $80, and he charged me $60.
That works.
9.6, and he's like Murph, because the book I found was like it didn't have a board; it just had a bag. It was in a bag, stuck to another book, and it was just like, okay.
Yep. I was like, you know what? I saw this, and I was like, I gotta get myself a Cap 1. This is the way it has to be. So we got the milestones of Captain America #1. So excited for that too. Happy to have that. Let's see. Got a few more here. So these I think are out of order, but I ended up getting a bunch of these. So I got the X-Men versus Avengers crossover that they did back in the day. 4-issue limited series. So issue #2 there, issue #3. Got issue 1, and another one of issue #1. Second issue #3 here. And you got issue #4, and I think the second issue #4 I have is double bagged. No? Oh, all right. So I ended up getting a couple more issue #4. So I have 3 issue #4s for some reason. And then this I picked up just because I don't know if I have it for my Wolverine collection, but issue #70. So happy for that. I picked up a X-Men 2099 #1, because in 2099 you never know. And then these I was just like, I was on the fence with these. I was like, I don't know, because I don't think there's anything too key about them. But I was like, you know what? They're still awesome covers, and I'm gonna get them just because they're awesome covers, and they're in great shape. So we got Terminator #1,
Oh yeah, I like that book.
and then issue number 2 right here. And then I think, like, so I'm pretty sure these next two tie for my favorite in this one here. So we get the number 3, which is I love this guy. I think this cover is awesome. And then this one's already really cool too. This number 4, where it's just the skeleton. So definitely cool books. Oh, did I get 2 of those? Hold up. Oh, I got 2 #1s. Hell yeah! I was excited. Boom. So, and they're in great shape. So happy about that. And then
Do you feel that you paid the price? Well, do you feel that the price you paid is at least double or the price? Wait, am I reading that right? Don't you feel that the price you paid is at least double the price in value?
oh yeah, absolutely. I mean,
So
like
what are you saying? Like if you paid if you paid $2, you think it's at least worth $4, stuff like that.
yeah,
That's what you're saying.
yeah. Oh yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, I gotta think about it when I look at. All right, so
I'm still
I mean,
ask.
and I'm not trying to sit there and say anything crazy, but I'm just thinking like like this, you may pull out of a dollar bin, but most likely you're gonna pull this out of a back issue bin. This would be like $3-4. This same deal. So it's just like it's not I
It's
mean,
4 to 5
and then
bucks in the shop.
yeah, it's just like you're looking at books that are gonna be definitely worth more than $1, and it's like I'm getting those for $1 a pop, and then I was able to pick up some of these too. So these this is the was it Welcome Back Frank storyline that they did when they were relaunching the Punisher. So these are great covers. This is an awesome story. So I get issue number 7 and number 6. But yeah, I mean, just looking at these, I mean, at one point he wanted $3.99 for these. So to pick these up for $1, 1/4 of the value, or 1/4 of what he was charging back in the day, absolutely. And then actually, I gotta put this in I gotta bag and board these 2 bad boys because these are like really, really in nice shape, and this is a great, great cover. So we get issue number 2.
Hey, Daddy, did you hear me mopping the floor and jumping?
Yep, I heard you.
Was it funny?
Good job.
Yep.
Good job.
Did you hear me?
I don't think they did, but I heard you. I hear you popping around. Okay. All right, take it easy. Hey, go see Mama.
He said $100 spent is worth $200, and the majority is definitely PC. Some of bangers were found. What's up, Kingdom Comics? How you doing, Kingdom?
Yeah. No, definitely. I mean, the money that came through. I'm sorry, not even say the money. Like the Thanks, Kingdom. Yeah, no, she's fun. She's fun.
Hey,
But yeah.
hey, before I forget, because I'm gonna step away to help my daughter.
Yep.
Chris knows this. What I'm about to say, basically, it's like if we could leave and just have our daughter stream, like they would just go talking all. Everyone made to get any words in, and I kept if I was had more motivation and he was tech savvy with this, they would just have their own YouTube channel.
100%.
So
100%.
that's all I'm saying is if you should hear the conversations off air with those two. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, they get along really well and they have a good time, and just at least I bet you if she had a channel, she would have way more subscribers than me in like 2 minutes, just because she just got that energy and she's just always up there trying to use her imagination and everything like that. So that's the one fun thing about her, is that like she's not shy, she's very like into everything. So hopefully one day she'll be into comics, we can do haul videos together and stuff. You never know. But let's see what else I get here. So I got that Punisher #1, and not a newsstand, but definitely cool from that story. And #9, and then #10. So fun books there. Those down. Grab some more. And just whoa. So many books, and I mean, so I'd have to say, you know, as much as I was, you know, as much as, you know, I got, I mean, like I'm really excited and really happy that I went, just because there's so many good books that I was able to pick up, and just, I mean, you know, how many other times do you sit there and just be like, you know what, picked up a whole short box full of stuff just because I was able to, you know. So, oh, some more amalgam stuff. Yay, I forgot about this. So, got Bat Thing #1. This is a cool cover too. Amazon #1. And then we got Assassins #1. So definitely cool stuff there. What else we got? Oh, yeah. There's that #2 for the X-Men Avengers. So I was able to get 2 sets of that, which is awesome. What else we got? X-Men #209 at newsstand. So part of the Fallen Mutant storyline. Then I found this, and I was like, you know, who knows what's gonna happen with this? Like, maybe it becomes a big book again. You never know. But if it doesn't, I have no problem with it. So that Jupiter's Legacy #1, that show got canceled too early. I think that there was definitely it was an interesting show, and I was looking forward to seeing more of it. But yeah, they took it off too quick. But it's all right. Then we got Wolverine #75. So another awesome book. And then this one I picked up just because I was like, this is just an amazing cover. Really, really just a badass one. So we got the Wolverine Manifest Destiny #4. Or is it 3 or 4? Yeah, #3 or 4. The Enter the Dragon cover. Awesome book. Like I love that cover. It's definitely one that I'm gonna have to bag and board real quick so I can, and you know, hopefully get it pressed and everything and get that graded, because that's a beautiful, beautiful cover. And then these actually are books that Murph was going through his box, and he was just like, oh, like you know, you might want to check this out. So I was like looking through these Wolverine books, and ended up finding this here. So this is a Wolverine Origins variant. I want to say this is either the origin of Deken. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, either first mention origin, something of that nature of Deken, his son. And then this is I think this one might be his origin here. So I didn't add, the other one's a cameo. This is the origin. And then I just picked this one up just because it's just a sick cover. So the #9. Love that cover. And then another X-Men, actually 2 X-Men 2099 #1. So that was cool. And then we got the Punisher Wolverine series issues #1 through 3. So, yeah, so 1, 2, yep, and then #3. So nice, cool miniseries there. And let's see, almost to the end of the box. All right, let's see. As we were putting them away, it was kind of like putting things one way and back and forth and everything like that. So let me see. All right. So got another Punisher #11. And then this one's actually really cool. This is one I was excited to find when I did. So we get X-Men Wolverine #41. So this is the newsstand, and then the gold, the gold foil, not foil, but like the gold print variant. So pretty cool. We got #26. for my, Wolverine run, doing 1 to 100. Number 51. Picked up a newsstand, Fantastic 448. So, and then just to kind of actually I show this after. So, just in case anyone's wondering, like the shop itself, it's right here. So Saja's Comics and Games, and there's his information there. So definitely worth checking that place out. We got number 68, number 85. So this is the non hologram of number 85, and then the hologram of number 85. And then we got Wolverine number 100. And then I picked up the second one just because it's in weird shape. So 2 Wolverine 100s. And let's see. My last group is right here. My last group of books. So Punisher number 12. Wolverine number 27. So this is the cover, Jim Lee cover that they used for the video game back in the day, the Nintendo game. And then I picked these up just because I loved, I was a big fan of these growing up. The Punisher armories, so really cool. And then I forget, so Joe Jesco cover on this. So the guy who did the Marvel Masterpieces back in the day, awesome covers. Then hold on. So this one here is a Jim Lee cover, so pretty badass. And then I think this one might also be a Jim Lee. I don't know for sure just because I can't. Oh yeah, there it is, Jim Lee. So another Jim Lee cover, so the Punisher Armory books, which are really cool. And then because I was picking up the 2099s, Punisher number 2099, so really cool. And then I want to say, these next ones are some more X-Men here. So we got X-Men 54. So this is where Onslaught is revealed to be Xavier. So pretty cool. So I got 2 of those. And then these ones actually are ones that I was actually really excited when I saw them, just because initially people say, like, you were excited to get these, really? Like, yes, because of one thing and one thing in particular. So the newsstand, so X-Men 1 newsstand. So you got the Magneto, then the Wolverine and Cyclops, then the rest of the blue team there, Colossus, Rogue, Gambit, Psylocke. Lost sound for a second. And then we get the Storm, Archangel, and so the gold team basically, with the Beast, Professor X, and then the whole group right there, the gatefold. So it's just like, oh, this stuff again. But that is what I pulled from that basement. But I will say I did end up picking up another book that was upstairs, because I was like, you know what? These are just good books. Yes. My wife asked me if I was live. I said yes. But this I pulled from upstairs because I was just chilling there. I was like, you know what? I gotta get this, just because it's a great book, and I was like, you know what? I can't leave without it, just because I figured, looking at it, it's just gonna be, another great book to add to my collection. I already have one, so I feel like, why not get another one? But boom, Raphael number 1. It's in really good shape. Only issue that I have, only big issue is that the top has a little rip there, but and then the little crease in the corner. But the spine is really nice. There's only a couple ticks on there. So, first Casey Jones, absolutely, definitely one that is worth picking up. So, got those. And then as I was doing the crawl, I got a message while I was, going through all my books and everything. And I was just like, oh man, picking through all these boxes and finding all this different stuff. And I ended up getting a notice that something had been delivered to me from eBay. So I was like, oh man, I got treasure waiting for me when I get home. And I was excited. And so I got home and hold on for a second. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. So I got home and this was waiting for me as I came in. So bam, X-Men 97. So while I was hunting for treasure, I had treasure waiting for me when I got home. One of my books that's on my top list was waiting for me. So definitely, really awesome book to have. So that's it. That's what I came from with that haul from the 3 Men in the Basement comic crawl. Again, it was a great day. If you're in the Northeast or you're gonna be in the Northeast next time they have one of the crawls, definitely try to make it up because it's really great books on there, and just a fun time. I always able to make it to the last stop, so hopefully next time I try to make it to all three. Just because the stops before that there was some really awesome stuff, and just really great. People finding some really great deals, but overall, it was just a great time. A really fun experience. Had an awesome time meeting different. Oh yeah, what am I saying? I forgot about the mystery box. So like I'm sitting there going through that. So as we were out and about, there was a mystery box that we got from one of the guys that was at the crawl. He's like, "Oh, I'm doing these for $30," and I'm like, "Okay." And then I was like, "Oh, why not?" Because I never do mystery boxes. Like, I'll check one out, see what happens. And he's like, "Oh yeah," he's like, and then the grand prize is $100 worth of stuff. So check it out and this and that. So I was like, all right, let me check it out. So I did, and as I'm going through, he's like, "Yeah, there's those Miles Morales Halloween, the Halloween Comic Fest." He's like, there's some of those in there, but the grand prize has some, and this one has some, and this and that. So as I was going through, I was just kind of going through the books, and I was like, oh, I was like, cool. I was like, hey, all right, perfect. And then I was like, awesome, I got one. And then I started looking through the rest of them. I'm like, wait a minute, like I got another one, and then another one, and then it was like, wait a minute, there's a fourth one. And so I looked at him. I was like, hey man, I was like, did you mean to do this, or was this like a mistake? Because I think you put all the Miles Morales in this box. And then someone's like, oh man, he got the GP. And I was like, oh, I did. I was like, I didn't know. I was like, dude, I thought like I didn't even know what happened. I was like, oh, that's a grand prize? Perfect. I was like, cool. So got this Kang Avengers, which is number 2.
He was like, oh, you got
I was just like, what? The grand prize? Awesome. And then we have was it the Death Metal? Is this Dark Knight's Death Metal is what, number 4? Where he's riding, what was this? What's it called? The Batman Who Laughs, his Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, the T-Rex.
Story?
Yeah, I think it's part of the story. I'm not even sure.
Yeah. And then we got, was it Something's Killing the Children, number 12? And then there's some White Widow stuff. So we got White Widow number 5? And then this one's actually pretty cool. So this is, I'm not sure which one's the variant and which one isn't. I think this next one is the variant, but this is a really cool looking cover. So I get the little foil at the top. Wait, we're number 5, and then I've never seen this before. So this book, it's from the same people that make the the White Widow, the Absolute Comics, but it's I Make Boys Cry number 1. Yeah, it has a cool looking cover. So I'm like, oh,
titles got.
Yeah, and then this one here, the number 2. So some sort of variant, because I see it's like 221. So pretty cool. And then this is somebody was explaining this. So this is a White Widow, and this is like some ratio incentive variant. So it's under It's under the white protecting. I'll pull it out. It's under the like white cover to protect the actual cover. Because at first I was like, oh, sketch cover, cool. And like, no, this is this thing. I think this is a foil cover. I think, yeah. So,
yeah, that's what's his name? Is it Jamie Tyndall?
Jimmy Tyndall, yeah. So, pretty cool. This is what, number 6. So
bound for Fan Expo.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Let's get that, nice, foil variant. But so there's that, and then put this back nicely. And then I was actually really, it's funny too, because like as we're going through this stuff, I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, like I don't really know, like I've seen White Widow before, but I mean I don't know the story, so I wasn't like, oh, like, but he's like, oh, that's a great book, and I'm like, cool, man. I was like, I'm happy to have it, awesome. But like then this popped out, and I was like, yes. He's like, the What If? You're excited about the What If? It's like I don't have this, so yeah, absolutely. So What If was this number 27? So I was super excited for that. I was like, yeah, nice What If, and it's a newsstand. I'll take that. And then this is actually really cool looking cover here. Horror Black Comics number 4. I like that. And then there was also a run of JLA books. So we had 21. I think it's so 21 back to 20. 19, 18, and 17. Oh no, all the way back to 16. So I'm not sure specifically what the story is, but I do know that I guess there's new lineups. But yeah, it's like that was like the run that came along with it, and then this was also included in this. I think was really really cool. So it's a print. So it's a print by Keith Williams, autographed by him. You see the autograph on the top. So really cool there. So just some awesome stuff that I got through that mystery box, and I was really excited to get that. So just more part of the fun. And that happened right as we were going to dinner. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. The place we went to eat was actually pretty awesome. It's called Taquito or something like that. It was good. Like it was actually pretty unique. Like the way that you kind of ordered a la carte. But what was cool about it was that like they just were just like whatever you want, you put in your order online. So you just kind of like, it's almost like you start like a tab with them, and you're just like, yep, I'll have this, I'll have this, I'll have this. And at the end, it's like, all right, here's what you owe us. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. But you pay as you go. So at the end, you just pretty much, as you go, you just kind of settle up and you're like, all right, I'm ready to go. Like there's no need to wait on anybody, nothing like that. So very efficient the way they did that. Really cool time. But yeah, what I was saying before is that if you have the chance to go to one of these, it's really, really cool. I only went to one stop. I was, wish I got to go to all three just to kind of see the different shops. But I definitely will, look into doing this again when there's another one. Maybe if they I don't know if I'll do the one that they would probably be doing in the spring or not, just because that's going to be kind of around the time that the cons up here start to ramp up. So I probably won't do it at that point, but I will most likely, do it again, maybe, next winter or whatever. If they do it again in February, really, really awesome time. So again, I just want to thank 3 Men in the Basement, Otto, Dave in the Cave, and Roger Levesque, for having, this type of thing for the community, inviting people to their spot to, go ahead and hunt down some books and find, all the stuff, all the goodies that I had down in the basement. It was a really, really awesome time. So thank you guys again for that. I want to thank everybody for watching, everybody who joined us live. Kingdom Comics, Amazing Marafinata, Gomez, who else came through? Marcos, Big Drops. Thank you guys all for watching. Thank you guys all for participating. It's been a great, great time. Thank you to Hudat for coming on and joining me live, so I can go through my books and show off this stuff.
Year and everything, and because it's like you can't experience it, but at least you could hear how everything went off. And
Yeah. And that's really how I got into it. Was I would kind of just like, I remember they did it a couple of years ago, and that was just just their crew.
you was like, man, I wish you wouldn't. I think
Oh, I was so jealous. I was like, oh my god, I wish I could do this.
that was before the pandemic, right?
Yeah, it was before the pandemic. It was, I want to say it probably was like 2000, either 18 or 19. It was incredible. I mean, they looked like they were having so much fun. They were just digging, pulling stuff out, and then they all got together and they showed their stuff. And I'm like, dude, this looks like it would be a great time. I mean, it was just a really awesome thing. If you're a collector, and I mean, even if you can organize it just to get a group of guys together that's like locally around you, and just hit up a few shops during the day, and then everybody kind of show off what they got. Like it's really a great time. But yeah, like I told them as soon as I was like, this looks like so much fun. Like I'm so jealous of you guys right now, just because like the smiles on their faces, like all the fun they were having, it was incredible. So to be a part of it was so much fun.
To me, it'd be good. It'd be hard to do because if you had a convention, you want to do the convention stuff. But
Yep.
I can see doing that around a convention because
Oh yeah,
like you maybe like the Sunday you do it before
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday people do the con, and then Sunday you do the like comic crawl and
Yep.
going to the convention. Or one of the if it's 4-day convention, Thursday, Fridays, whatever day it is, you can kind of figure out around, but it'd be tough to do it around a convention. But I think that'd be like almost the only best way you can get people from other areas, that will travel.
Yeah.
Because
Oh yeah.
like MegaCon, a lot of people are going to MegaCon. Wouldn't it be awesome if those guys at MegaCon say, hey, all right, look, we're gonna do it from this time to this time, little comic crawl, like 3 shops,
Yeah.
have dinner. Like you can do it really after the convention. You can go to the convention in the morning, leave about maybe right after lunch, and then do the comic crawl, then have dinner. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there for the community.
Yeah, no, it would be great. I mean, just to even, I mean, because you think about it, it's just like, okay, even if you were just like, what, if it's a 3-day convention, you're there all 3 days. It's like, all right, we're gonna do, Friday, Saturday, get all your autographs, and then like it's just like, like you said, just Sunday, just like, all right, we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then like that last hour or whatever before the convention closes, or even if there's a spot nearby to go eat, just bring your stuff and be like, oh, it might be kind of tough if you're trying to eat, but even that last hour, just kind of be like, yeah, man, let's just all kind of just sit out here, hang out, and then just kind of just show the stuff, just because that really is the fun part of it all, just kind of showing everybody what you got, and then just really the joy of just collecting and just being like, yeah, man, like it's like this is what you got, just because it's funny. Like I think for me, part of the fun of watching people's haul videos and stuff, it's just like even if it's not major keys, even if it's not everything, just like all these where I was like, oh, I got this banger book and this and that. Like sometimes people just find so much fun and value just in just books they just pick up. It's like, yeah, I've been looking for this is great, and then like you just see how excited they get, and then you kind of be like, oh man, like I'm happy that this guy got this book. I'm happy that like he's excited enough to get this stuff, because it's just like and it makes you want to kind of go and hunt and see what you can find. So that's really what inspired me to do it, was just the amount of fun that they were having, and I'm like, you know what, this is pretty cool. And it was funny too, because Amazing Murphy to try to get a group of us together to kind of do a similar thing. We all got together and went to the shops down around Lower Massachusetts and Rhode Island and stuff, and just and it was a good time. It was me, our buddy Sean and Murph, and we were just kind of picking up books and showing off different stuff, and it was a great time. And then Murph made us steaks after, and damn, he makes a good steak. It was a great time though, and I would recommend to anybody, just get a group of friends together and just go ahead and do it, because it'll be a great time.
I'm just cleaning up books, making room.
Yeah. No, dude, like I like, trust me, I get that whole short box full of stuff, and I gotta sit there and go through it, rebag, reboard. So I get a little bit of a job ahead of me. It gives me a little bit of time to kind of calm things down as we head into the cons, because the cons are starting to come in April. So there's going to be the Wicked Con that's earlier in the month, and then for me, which is kind of funny because it's a smaller show, but it's one of the best shows as far as buying books, Little Giant. So, and that's towards the end of the month in April.
You have Little Giant, and then you have the King Con, right?
So the King is down. That's down in I think like New Jersey. But I'm going to Little Giant. I don't know about going to King, but I'm definitely going to Little Giant, and I'll definitely go to the Wicked Con. And then
You know,
after that,
seeing that'd just be awesome experience. Almost like the comic crawl, but just
yeah.
at location.
Well, last year at Little Giant, I mean, literally, it was almost like the comic crawl, just because like it was the first con coming out of the pandemic, so everybody was there. E-Rob was there, Big E's, Manny, Murph, Sean, Three Men in the Basement, the Pressable Defects, what was it, Spine Ticks, Nigel, all these dudes were there. It was just like, let's go. Theory was there, like everybody, like Gotham Comics was there, like all these dudes that like you see on Instagram, like everybody. And I was like, welcome to YouTube and Instagram Northeast, because that's pretty much it. And I was telling people, it's like, as we're going through, I was like, dude, we're swimming with the sharks today. I was like, everybody's out today, and everybody went to my spot. And then it was like, very Gary showed up. I was like, Gary, you can't be hunting in my spots, man. I can't have you doing this. You take all my books, And we had a great conversation, me and him, just because he was just like, just like, yeah, he's like, I just kind of come up and just check things out. I was like, dude, yeah, the collections you get are incredible. And like, it was just great being able to like, just meet all these different guys, all through the community, and just be like, finding all these different people that kind of, went centrally to this one show. So, if it'll be that way again, I don't know. But and then the one that they had in August, I was able to meet like, Big Lion Cat and stuff. Lion Cat's the man. Like, he's just sitting there just chilling. And man, like it's funny because like how he just shows those haul books. Like, I mean, this dude came through with this stack of books. He's like, put them down, and like he's showing the butcher, and he's like, and he did a live video with the butcher. He's like, this guy went to shop. He's like, yeah, man, I got another stack over there just right now. They just put it together for me. He went back over, brought another stack the same height. I was like, damn, dude. I was like, he was just sitting there, just going off, just because it was there, and it was just like, you know what, the books are here. Why not? I'm here. So I mean, he was definitely in there hunting, getting some great books. But those are the shows I have coming up. So those I'm really excited for. So anybody watching who's going to be up in that New Hampshire area, if you see me, come on up. We'll just hang out and have a good time picking up books and going around the con. So that's pretty much, I think, going to do it for me. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you.
All I'm gonna say, everybody, appreciate y'all coming over who came from my channel. Appreciate the love. Make sure you thumbs up this video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you guys watch this, later, because there's a lot of videos going on, and you want to rewatch it and watch it to the end. Also, check my channel out for auctions. You might see this guy soon, because we're trying to constantly sell books to get other books. It's a process, and I know he's gotten some stuff that he's been organizing, so you'll see him soon on my channel and Sains' channel for auction. So, but yeah, I appreciate it, Chris, man. I'm happy you had a good time. Looks like it was a lot of fun, and so you guys have a good week. Good week.
Yep. Everyone have a great one. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good night.